What's good? What's going on? It's your boy Braziology, and welcome to another episode of Braziology. Thank you for checking in. This is the long-awaited episode 2. I'm not sure if you've been waiting to hear it, but I have been waiting to be able to do it. And I didn't know what to do it on, but this is as good a topic as any. I want to talk about the movie or the series When They See Us by Ava DuVernay. It chronicles and talks about the events surrounding the group that we now know as the Central Park Five. And if you are under a rock or you are just not into current events like that, or you are just not into history like that, the Central Park Five were a group of black and Latino young men who were falsely accused of a crime that they didn't commit. They were accused of raping a white woman, gang raping a white woman in Central Park in New York. And it turns out that they were innocent, but, excuse me, but they were sent to prison to serve time between 7 and 14 years. I think the majority of them got 7 years, but one guy in particular, and I cannot remember his name right now, and I should know his name. He ended up getting 14. Corey. I forgot what his name is. Corey something. He ended up getting 14 years. They ended up serving this time for a crime that they did not commit, and eventually what got them exonerated, aside from the fact that there was no DA evidence, Lord have mercy, no DNA evidence of theirs at the crime scene. The guy who actually committed the rape fessed up and admitted to it. But the movie basically, and I haven't seen the movie. I don't even think I can bring myself to watch the movie. Number one, because I pretty much know the actual story, I pretty much know, the story. And, I'm trying to stay in a good mood. And when I watch stuff like that, I end up in a bad mood, just like Fruitvale Station. When we went to go see Fruitvale Station when it first came out, I had to mentally prepare myself to watch it. And went to go see it with some of my family members, and we sitting in the theater crying after it was over. I'm sitting up there bawling after it was over. But I had to mentally prepare myself to go see that. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this topic because the movie basically talks about, how the kids were, how they were innocent, and how the prosecutor basically had it in for them, and she didn't really care that there was strong suggestive evidence strongly suggesting that they were not the ones who committed the crime. And she didn't care once there was actual proof that the kids that they didn't commit this crime. And I just bring that up to say, I want you to tell me again about how black people are overreacting, and we're putting too much on it when we say that, the criminal justice system treats us differently, or that we get treated differently in general just for being black. Sometimes, most of the time, just for being black. Now, I'm going to keep it real, and I don't give a damn if you don't like it. If you want somebody to sugarcoat shit, you at the wrong channel. Do some black people overplay the race card sometimes? Yes. And I have seen it with my own eyes. And I hate to say it, but it's real. This Jussie Smollett situation is a prime example. I didn't want to believe that he would, try to trivialize, every black person with that, because you already know that we have a hard enough time getting people to believe that we are discriminated against or that we're treated differently because we're black, when it is actually and factually true. And it is situations like that that make it even more difficult. Because it's not like they were believing us anyway to begin with, but now when there is actually an instance of discrimination against a black person, or police brutality against a black person, or racism or racist activity against a black person just because they're black, they're going to point to that Jussie Smollett situation and say, well, Jussie Smollett said that it was racist against him, and it turned out to be a lie. So why should we believe you? And that's just a talking point. It's just a point to talk shit, because there have been times when there's been clear, irrefutable proof that it was racism, and they still tried to make excuses. Partially with the Central Park Five, there has been irrefutable proof that the Central Park Five were not responsible for that rape and for that crime. And there are still some assholes walking around here still trying to make them responsible for that crime. One of them who happens to be the current Oval Office resident. Yes, even after the young men were exonerated with proof. Not speculation, maybe, well, this evidence suggests that maybe they didn't do it, and maybe they are telling the truth. No, after irrefutable proof was released that they did not do it, that they couldn't have done it, the current Oval Office resident took out a full-page ad calling for their executions. So, even times when it is blatantly clear that we were innocent, or that we are innocent, that still doesn't matter. So, you tell me again about how we're overreacting. You tell me again, black folks' problem is they just don't follow the damn rules. If they would just follow the rules, it wouldn't be no problem. Now, maybe there are some black folks out there that don't follow the rules, and that's why they end up in the situations that they are in. But there are clearly some situations out there where black people were following the rules, didn't even break the damn rules, and we still end up in fucked up situations. Central Park 5 did not commit the crime, but yet they got treated like they did. And you still have assholes walking around here even after they have been exonerated. And I don't mean acquitted, because let's talk about that, acquitted, because people think that just because a person got acquitted, that means they were innocent. No, acquitted does not always mean innocent. Sometimes acquitted means innocent, and sometimes acquitted means you did it, but we can't prove that you did it, so we have to let you go. Let's get that understood right now. Because I already know it's going to be some people that'll listen to this video and say, well, y'all still talking shit about George Zimmerman and he got acquitted and blah, 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 blah. Well, y'all still talking shit about OJ. And I used to think OJ did it, but now I know that OJ didn't do it. There's no way he could have done it. There was a chemical in the blood at the scene called THC that was supposed to be OJ's blood at the scene, and it contained a chemical called THC. And THC is a chemical that they put in blood to preserve it after they take it from your body in hospitals. Add that to the fact that Mark Furman was as racist and as a rogue, corrupt cop as you can get, and add that to the fact that he admittedly said that he has planted evidence on black people. So, you mean to tell me that OJ is such a super magical Negro that when he bleeds blood at the scene, it has a medical preserving chemical in it? And I would like to know, Can blood even survive in your body with THC in it? Can you even be walking around with blood in your body that has this chemical in it? But it's like D.L. Hughley said, the most dangerous place for black people to live is in a white person's imagination. But yeah, y'all check out When They See Us, or just do some research on the Central Park 5. And then come and tell me about how, if we just follow the rules and we don't break the law, then nothing will happen to us. There are examples all around of that line being complete bullshit. Marcus Jeter is another prime example. If you don't know that name, look it up on YouTube. Look up Marcus Jeter. But yeah, that's been this episode of Braziology. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, you probably don't like the truth. And if you don't like the truth, I don't want you here no way, because I'm not going to tell nothing but. But anyway, I will get back at y'all next time. Much love. If I don't get back to you before then, which I probably won't, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Despite what some people say, there are actually some fathers out here that handle their business. And they should be revered and respected. I'll get at y'all next time. It's your boy Brazi Bulan, and this has been another episode of Braziology. Much love. Peace.